But I think whole foods are very valuable. However, you have to understand that even if you eat an orange of today, it doesn't have the same nutrients as you had from, even 100 years ago because the topsoil has been depleted.
I wanted to ask, what is your diet, and do you use any supplements? Because man, we want to look like you, Dr. Shiva. What does Dr. Shiva eat, and do you use any supplements? Are supplements necessary?
Well, let me tell you that you have to figure out what's right for you, okay? And under the right conditions and what's going on. So, I think this Friday, we have a tutorial. It's free. Everyone can come to it, okay? It's called System Self Tutorial. You can go to, let me see. I know we sent out an email on this. Let me bring it up for you. If you go to vashiva.com, okay, you can go there and you click on the events, right? And you'll see, I think it's coming up on May 3rd. You'll see it, okay? Let me bring it up here.
Okay.
So on May 3rd, if you bring it up on your end, you'll see it there. If you go to vashiva.com, or I can bring it up here if you want me to bring it up here. I'm going to share it here. Yeah, there you go. You have it, okay? So on May 3rd, we have this event that you come, and so System Self is this body of knowledge. I've taught it all over the world. We're opening up to people. In fact, we're opening it up so people themselves can learn this and then become their own system self-educator. You could literally start your own business helping other people, okay? And become a system self-educator. So the reason I wanted to give you that background is that I don't believe in telling people to eat this particular diet, okay? It's not, but what you want to do is learn the principles. So what is the principles? One of the fundamental principles to understand is that every person is unique. What's right for you may not be right for me. And the conditions that are taking place may be different. You say, you can't do the same diet when it's winter time versus when it's summertime, okay? If you're an Eskimo and you live up in, way up north of Canada near the Arctic Circle, you're not going to be able to say, oh, look at me, I'm so healthy, I eat carrot juice every day, I get some carrots and I drink green juice. This ain't going to work. You need blubber, okay?
Yeah.
You need to burn fat, right? So that's the first principle. Now for me, I have over the years know my body type, you see, and we have a system that helps you figure that out. And it intersects engineering systems theory with 10,000 euros worth of medicine.
Mhm.
That's your body, your system, when we're training people to train others. Okay, that's step one. The other thing is it's clear that the body needs to have, at some period in a year, it's good to do some level of detoxification, but not overdo it.
Mhm.
Okay, a lot of people overdo it.
Mhm.
It's obviously clear that the body supports itself with physical activity, vigorous physical activity. But obviously, if you're disabled and you hurt yourself, you got to be careful, okay? You don't tell someone who had a massive car injury, oh, you should do vigorous activity now. It's the right medicine at the right person at the right time. But I think resistance training is very valuable, okay? I do believe in the value of the sun and vitamin D3, right?
Yes.
It's very, very valuable. Now, ideally, you get it from the sun. These are just general principles. But I think whole foods are very valuable. However, you have to understand that even if you eat an orange of today, it doesn't have the same nutrients as you had from, even 100 years ago because the
Okay.
topsoil has been depleted, right? So even when they say they're organic, what is the quality of the soil that they're grown in?
Mhm.
So this is, unfortunately, we live in a world that you have to judiciously take, you can call supplements or what I call concentrated foods, okay? But I think it's really, really important to first have some level of good, vigorous exercise 3 to 4 times a week, some level of whole foods, you say. It's important to hydrate the body. And doesn't mean you drink gallons of water. There's things you can do to support your body holding water also as you need, which are electrolytes, you say. So these are some important principles. But these are principles that people need to understand. The other piece I think that's very, very important is figuring out how much sleep you need. Not everyone needs the same amount of sleep, but meditation and self-observation is a particular technique I use to, before I go to bed, I'll do an observation technique. And when I wake up in the morning, I do a certain type of breathing technique, you say? So these have become, and I'm constantly observing myself. As we're talking, I'm observing my breath. And, this is something I have done for many, many years, you say? So the observation, 15 minutes a day, if you can sit quietly and learn how to do some basic observation of your breath. You can use your breath or your sensations, whatever it is. This is very valuable, right? Where you take time for your day to reflect. Self-reflection is very valuable. But it is also good to have certain periods of time where you take a break even from eating, but don't overdo it. Typically, you can take a Friday or a Saturday, maybe you take a half day break, but you just have to incorporate this into a lifestyle. A lot of people, they do stuff, in like these haphazard things. And the more things you can start doing little by little better, incrementally, it just all adds up. It's not any one thing. You have to do exercise a certain amount, right? You have to eat enough whole foods, right? You have to be careful what you eat. Is it right for you? Like, all of our videos, like I'm doing a video on, I think I did one on green tea, but is it right for you? Right? Certain foods, like I can't eat a lot of spinach, for example. I get inflammation because of the solanine. Others can. Cooked spinach has oxalates in it, right? So it's not like vegetables are all good. It's the right vegetables for you, okay? It's not like eating raw food is good. You eat raw kidney beans, you're going to kill yourself. You will, okay? So it's about having this, recognizing food as medicine, having a sense of sacredness, appreciating your body, that you should take care of it. There has to be a certain amount of self-care you do. And the more you can put it into your own life and not get too rigid about it either, because some people are so freaking stressed out that they overdo it, and that stress kills them, you say? But I think the basics are, exercise. The basics are, are you around people, or have you learned how to be resilient? You say, like, I deal with a lot of stress every microsecond, but you have to learn how to be resilient to that too. Some people get freaked out. So you can be around crazy people. It's important not to be around crazy people. You have to watch yourself being around energy succubuses, people who suck your energy.
Yes.
Even in our own movement, we're not here to like bow down to people, and we've set up infrastructures. There are people who just complain and whine. We say bye-bye, right? You have to have the no asshole policy in your life. And if it's just you and two friends, that's fine. You'll live a much peaceful life. You two friends and a couple of dogs. You have to figure out what's right for you. Don't let other people dictate what's right for you, because each one of us were brought under different circumstances. You may have been brought up where you were not fed properly as a child. I wasn't brought up with breast milk. My mom almost died. So I make sure that I take proper immune enhancing things, right? I will take colostrum, for example, which is, I think, a very, very good supplement, okay? Which gives me certain immunoglobulins, right? Other people got breast milk, but now what is the quality of the mother's breast milk, So we just have to continually do education. That's why I do a lot of videos on health, because it's a way to serve people, right? But Systems Health is a program that we are unleashing to create systems health educators. So there you go.